So Dan, what is the significance of this artwork?
What I find interesting about this panel in the library is that there's many languages, one of which is Welsh. And the Open University has always had an interest in 4 nations. Although in 1971 or so, the Times Higher referred to it as England's Open University, it's always been in Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Indeed, that notion of it being in all those countries has developed over time. So initially, when they first advertised for a director to arrange and organise matters in Wales, they called him, the post, a regional director, and they didn't advertise that the person had to speak Welsh. However, they quickly re-advertised. Howard Williams got the job, and he did a fantastic job of going on the television, doing interviews, doing presentations, and something like 10% of the number of students increased by 10% over the course of a few years. It's largely said down to him. The other thing, the distinctive thing about Wales, was that the population is relatively spread out. And so they started to introduce telephone tuition. And of course, there have been telephones for many years, but what the Open University was doing, what the staff there were doing, was using this technology in a new way. In fact, it was such a new way to have loudspeaker telephones that the GPO, who controlled telephones at that time, were a bit concerned about this, but very quickly came to see that telephones were being used in an innovative and useful way for educational purposes.
And this also has Braille on it, so it's languages and also the unspoken languages.
That is one of the things which the university's long also taught, is about sign language and Braille, and in fact it's got the highest percentage of students who acknowledge disabilities of any university, and that's always been the case right from the 1970s, because students who've got a range of disabilities find it possible to study through this institution in ways they couldn't elsewhere.
And we're in the Betty Boothroyd Library, so who is Betty Boothroyd?
Well, Betty Boothroyd was an MP, and now she's in the House of Lords. She started off life as in 1929, when she was born, which was just the year when Jenny Lee, after whom the old library was named, was first elected. Jenny Lee went to a conventional university and went on to help found the OU. Betty Boothroyd, perhaps more like the students here, was the daughter of people who worked in a mill. She went to the Dewsbury College of Commerce and Art, and she only became an MP when she was 44. She rapidly rose to become the first woman Speaker of the House of Commons, which is not unlike most students, and also became Chancellor of the University. And she has been informed and has informed the Open University for many years. The other day, she gave a speech in the House of Lords about Brexit, and she said, an important aspect of democracy is the winner doesn't take it all. And that's something about the Open University as well. This is an opportunity for the second chance, the opportunity for people who can contribute. Having not won the first time around, they then can learn and make a significant engagement with society.
Thanks, Dan.